Hello, Professor. My name is Leher Rajput, and this is the second video for my tort law assignment. Um, I'm doing this assignment asynchronously, so I am at home right now. I'm inside my room, and the second hazard that I have detected is it's my roommate. It's the tenant living in this room. So this is my room, and this is one of the rooms right across mine, right opposite mine. And one of the roommates, one of the tenants of this house, she's a girl, lives here. So I think this hazard comes under the tort of nuisance. The tort of nuisance says that a person which suffers unreasonable interference with the use and enjoyment of their property. Now, this isn't exactly all my property, but as a tenant, I have signed a contract, and along with my room, I also have a right to use and enjoy the rest of the property, the rest of this house. The tenant that lives in that room speaks very loudly at night. Um, she talks for extended periods of time on mobile, on call, I think with her family or with somebody else, but she talks for extended periods of time very loudly till late at night, sometimes even till 4 or 5 a.m. She talks non-stop for 3 or 4 hours, and these walls of the house are actually very thin. They aren't very noise resistant, so you can hear everything all around the house. You can hear if someone's watching TV, or you can hear if someone's attending a class online. So you need to be extra careful with how loud you are being. And the landlord has many a times specified that you have to make sure of other people's privacy as well and maintain your tone. But she talks very loudly. Sometimes she even has fights or arguments, and she does not have any control over her voice. I think this is a hazard. And why I think it is a safety hazard, because I am an international student and I have a very heavy course load, and I also work. So when I come back, I have very few hours to take rest. And the night time, I genuinely need to sleep properly so that I can wake up the next day and continue with my day. My sleep is very important to me, and I cannot miss on my sleep. But she is not reasonable and not considerate of other people's sleep and timings, and she talks very loudly, and I can hear everything in this room. I can hear everything at night, and I am unable to sleep. This has been happening for a very long time now. I have already told the landlord a lot of times, and the landlord has informed her, but she still has not stopped this habit. And I am a very light sleeper, so it affects me and it disturbs my sleep a lot. I am not getting enough sleep for a very long time now. So I think that is why this is a safety hazard. Explain who is at risk due to this safety hazard. I think the person who is at risk are the other tenants living on the same floor, including me. So there are three girls living on this floor. It's her, me, and one more girl. And I think me and the other girl are at risk because of this, because both of our sleeps gets affected very badly, and we both find it very difficult to sleep soundly at night. We both have the same complaint, so we are at risk because of this. Who is legally responsible for the hazard? So I think this girl, the girl who lives opposite to me, is legally responsible for this, because the contract specifically mentions that everybody is supposed to look after each other and respect each other's privacy. And we can understand if there is noise in the house till 11 or 12 at night, but after that the house is supposed to be quiet, because usually everyone sleeps during that time. But if you talk on the phone, or if you make very loud noise at 1 or 2 a.m. or 4 or 5 a.m. at night, then it is going to affect everybody and disturbs everybody's sleep. And knowing that, she still continues to be noisy and loud. So I think she is responsible for this hazard. How is this person at fault? Like I mentioned earlier, she is well aware of other people's timings and other people's privacy. She is also well aware of the fact that everybody sleeps at night and everybody respects each other's privacy, and it is a fact that it's supposed to be quiet at night, but she talks for extended periods of time very loudly, has arguments, even yells sometimes, and it is all audible in all the other rooms on this floor. So it disturbs everyone, and she's well aware of that, but she still continues to be noisy. So that is why she is at fault. What she can do to prevent it is respect our privacy, respect that we have complained quite a few times, and try to maintain her tone, maintain her voice as much as she can. She can talk to her family or whomever she is talking to at other times of the day, or even if she wants to talk to them at night, make sure that she is keeping it very low. Make sure that the noise is not reaching outside her room, making sure that she's not arguing or yelling or being noisy or loud at night, because she knows that it is very much audible for other tenants and it is disturbing their sleep. So she can try to keep it a notch down, she can try to keep it low, she can try to be very quiet and still talk to their family, because sometimes even we talk to our families at late at night, but we try to keep it very low so that we are not disturbing others. So she can do the same thing. And identify one defense available to the at fault person. So the at fault person is the tenant who lives opposite to me right now. And one defense available for her is that we are all international students, and international students have to face a lot when they come to a foreign country. We have a lot of problems relating to financial stability or education problems, and sometimes all of that gets too much on us. It is too much pressure, and we continuously have to deal with it. And talking to our families or talking to people who are close to us is the only remedy that can help us feel better. And usually, all these people are away, so we talk to them on mobile. And sometimes our feelings, we need to express them openly, so we don't realize how loud we are or how noisy we're being, but we need to be expressive of our thoughts. And one defense available to her is that she might be going through a really hard time, she might be going through something that nobody can understand, and talking to her family is the only way through. And when she talks to her family or when she talks to her close ones, she's not able to control her feelings, and she talks in a tone that she doesn't have any control on. She should, but at that moment you get carried away. She might be going through a really hard time which none of us can understand, and that is a defense for her, that it is for a phase, and maybe we as tenants and we as international students as well can understand her point of view and bear with her. It is for a phase. Obviously, when she overcomes it, she won't be noisy or loud at night, but when she is at her phase, we can support her or we can bear with her. But she might be going through a really hard phase that is difficult for her to go through, and that might be a defense available for her. Thank you.